Well, that was fun. I'm Jake. I can't skate, and this is a Flames hockey game day recap. If you're gonna lose, that's the way to do it. Good guys lose. 3-2 in a shootout to the Anaheim Ducks. This was truly one of the more entertaining games of the entire season. Like, seriously, most of this game was trading chances back and forth and seeing how good the goalies could be. And they were excellent most of the game. And the whole first half of the first period, even though it was trading chances and there were a couple of posts, one right off the crossbar for the Ducks. Nobody scores, and then around 10 minutes in, the Flames are pressing a little in the zone. The puck comes out. John Beecher gets it over to Ryan Lomberg, and streaking in off the bench is Joel Farabee. Lomberg puts a beautiful touch pass towards the net, and Farabee beautifully deflects it past Lucas Dostal, and the Flames take a 1-0 lead. It was textbook. It looked like a first line play. And that's how we end the period, with more trading of chances and the Flames with a 1-0 lead. And before we get into how the Ducks tied the game, I have to give props to Dostal and Cooley again, because he's been everything we could have asked for in a backup to Dustin Wolf. He's been excellent in a season where our goaltending was getting rewarded properly. Both our goalies would be leading the league in wins. It's been that solid on most nights from Dostal and Cooley. Unfortunately, hockey is hockey, and this season the bounces have been skewed against the Flames, and the Ducks get an awful bounce to tie the game. It starts with Leo Carlson coming into the zone, putting a shot on Cooley. Cooley stops it, pushes it to the side of the net, and Cutter Gauthier picks it up and takes a whack at it, and Cooley stops it again. This time, the rebound bounces up in the air, and all 5 Flames look up and start watching the puck, and that's the beginning of the end. But this bounce is really unfortunate because Cooley's on top of it, and Cutter Gauthier is drifting behind the net because of his momentum. But he takes a whack at the puck and gets it. Cooley saves it, but it bounces up in the air, hits him in the back, and rolls into the net. And Cutter Gauthier scores. The Flames got puck watching a little bit, but this started out as a nothing play, and Dostal Cooley did nothing wrong, and the puck just bounced in the air with some kind of weird backspin, hits him in the back, and goes in. In a season that was not this season, this game stays 1-0 on this play. But this is this season, and so the game is tied. Interference was the order of the day for the refs, it seemed, and on a Tim Walsh interference penalty for the Ducks, the Flames' power play actually looks like a power play and is whipping the puck around to the point where they actually flub what would have been a grade A chance. It comes back to Morgan Frost, who then gets it back to the point to Kevin Ball, who puts it top of the circle to Yegor Sharangovich, who looks like last year's Yegor Sharangovich, as he snipes it crossbar and in, and the Flames take a 2-1 lead. This was a beautiful power play goal. I wish our power play looked like this all the time. With a 2-1 lead most days, the Flames are in pretty good shape, believe it or not, despite our record on the season. But this was a game again where there were lots of penalties and lots of trading of chances. And the third period never really did calm down. And once again, like in the LA game, the Ducks kind of find another gear in the third. And the Flames can't really respond to it effectively. And so get into some penalty trouble. And the next Cutter Goche goal is much more traditional. Beckett Seneca gets it on the sidebar. It's to Jackson Lacombe. Jackson Lacombe makes a beautiful seam pass to Cutter Goche. Bang! No chance for Cooley. It's a laser of a one-timer, and the game's tied at 2 with 9 minutes to go. And I'm actually shocked this game got the overtime, because there were several good looks in the last 9 minutes. I would say it skewed more to the Ducks, but the Flames had our chances too. And so we go to overtime, and I'd argue the Flames are better for most of overtime, but don't score, and the Ducks get a late power play with 24 seconds left, and at the buzzer with about half a second left, Cutter Goche is actually stopped on a one-timer, looking for the hat trick. And instead we go to a shootout. In the shootout, Leo Carlson makes a beautiful backhand deke on Devin Cooley. Absolutely no chance there. Morgan Frost, I gotta give it to him. He tries to do the Justin Kirkland move, but he's nowhere near as refined at it. And so Dostal stays with him, and it's a pretty easy looking save. I don't know how Justin Kirkland makes this move so efficiently, but he actually made that move at the Wranglers game I was at yesterday afternoon and put it in again. But I would argue if you're not Justin Kirkland, don't do the Kirkland move, because when it doesn't work, it looks like a pretty weak shootout attempt. And then in the second round, Devin Cooley stops Beckett Seneca, and Nazem Kadri comes in and roofs it. Absolute top corner missile. And the shootout's tied. And we go into the third round, and Mason McTavish comes in fast. Almost looks like he stops. I guess he didn't. I would have been arguing this one a little bit. But he then speeds up again and makes a backhand move on Cooley, who bit right at the last second. McTavish scores. And once again, in a season that isn't this one, Matvey Gridden, who looked great all night again, generating opportunities, comes in the shootout, beats Dostal clean, and hits the inside of the post, and the Ducks win. In a fair world, Matvey Gridden scores, he earned it, but this is sports, and he missed. And it's 1 point. This was fun, this was entertaining, this was everything you wanted to be. And for those of you interested in the Tank Bowl, basically everybody around the Flames won, so I suppose you could look at this as a positive, even though I hate that. Tell me what you thought of today's game. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, Go Flames.